1. Classical and modern criticism. Question. Who is often considered the father of classical literary criticism? A. Plato. B. Aristotle. C. Horace. D. Longinus. Answer. B. Aristotle. 2. Marxism. Question. According to Marxist literary theory, what is the term used to describe the economic and social structures that shape literature? A. Superstructure. B. Infrastructure. C. Ideology. D. Base. Answer. D. Base. 3. Structuralism and post-structuralism. Question. Who is a key figure associated with structuralist literary theory? A. Roland Barthes. B. Michel Foucault. C. Jacques Derrida. D. Jean-Paul Sartre. Answer. A. Roland Barthes. 4. Feminism. Question. Which feminist literary critic introduced the concept of the male gaze in film theory? A. Simone de Beauvoir. B. Virginia Woolf. C. Laura Mulvey. D. Judith Butler. Answer. C. Laura Mulvey. 5. Eco-criticism. Question. Eco-criticism primarily focuses on the relationship between literature and A. Gender. B. Nature and the environment. C. Class. D. Power structures. Answer. B. Nature and the environment. 6. Postcolonialism. Question. Who is a prominent postcolonial theorist known for the concept of hybridity? A. Edward Said. B. Gayatri Spivak. C. Homi Bhabha. D. Chinua Achebe. Answer. C. Homi Bhabha. 7. Psychoanalytic theory. Question. Who is the founder of psychoanalytic theory, which explores the unconscious mind and its influence on literature? A. Sigmund Freud. B. Carl Jung. C. Jacques Lacan. D. Melanie Klein. Answer. A. Sigmund Freud. 8. New criticism. Question. What is the primary focus of new criticism in literary analysis? A. Author's biography. B. Historical context. C. Close reading of the text. D. Cultural influences. Answer. C. Close reading of the text. 9. Queer theory. Question. Which scholar is associated with the development of queer theory? A. Judith Butler. B. Eve Kosofsky-Sedgwick. C. Michel Foucault. D. Gayatri Spivak. Answer. B. Eve Kosofsky-Sedgwick. 10. Reader response theory. Question. According to reader response theory, meaning is created through the interaction between the text and A. Author's intent. B. Reader's interpretation. C. Cultural context. D. Literary conventions. Answer. B. Reader's interpretation. 11. Deconstruction. Question. Who is the key figure associated with deconstruction, a theory that challenges binary oppositions and fixed meanings in language? A. Jacques Derrida. B. Roland Barthes. C. Julia Kristeva. D. Gayatri Spivak. Answer. A. Jacques Derrida. 12. Cultural studies. Question. Cultural studies examines the relationship between literature and A. Aesthetic principles. B. Political and social contexts. C. Linguistic structures. D. Psychological elements. Answer. B. Political and social contexts. 13. Formalism. Question. Formalist critics emphasize the importance of A. Social context. B. Author's biography. C. Literary form and structure. D. Reader's interpretation. Answer. C. Literary form and structure. 14. Hermeneutics. Question. Hermeneutics is concerned with the theory and methodology of A. Close reading. B. Literary interpretation. C. Structural analysis. D. Cultural critique. Answer. B. Literary interpretation. 15. Aestheticism. Question. Aestheticism, which values art for art's sake, was a significant movement during the A. Romantic period. B. Victorian era. C. Modernist movement. D. Postmodern era. Answer. B. Victorian era. 16. Reception theory. Question. Reception theory focuses on A. Authorial intent. B. Reader's response. C. Formal elements. D. Historical context. Answer. B. Reader's response. 17. Simulacra and simulation. Question. The concept of simulacra and simulation is associated with which postmodern theorist? A. Jean Baudrillard. B. Frederick Jameson. C. Zygmunt Bauman. D. Jean-François Lyotard. Answer. Jean Baudrillard. 18. Existentialism. Question. Existentialist literary theory often explores themes related to A. Social justice. B. Absurdity and individual choice. C. Collective identity. D. Religious symbolism. Answer. B. Absurdity and individual choice. 19. Reception theory. Question. According to reception theory, the meaning of a text is shaped by the A. Author's biography. B. Reader's response and interpretation. C. Historical context. D. Literary conventions. Answer. B. Reader's response and interpretation. 20. Narrative theory. Question. Narrative theory is concerned with the study of A. Literary genres. B. Authorial voice. C. Storytelling and narrative structures. D. Character development. Answer. C. Storytelling and narrative structures. 21. Formalism. Question. Russian formalism is associated with theorists such as A. Roland Barthes. B. Viktor Shklovsky. C. Julia Kristeva. D. Michel Foucault. Answer. B. Viktor Shklovsky. 22. Dialogics. Question. The concept of dialogics, which focuses on the dynamic interplay of multiple voices, is closely associated with the work of A. Julia Kristeva. B. M. Bakhtin. C. Tsvetan Todorov. D. Northrop Frye. Answer. B. M. Bakhtin. 23. Disability studies. Question. Disability studies in literature examines representations of disabilities and challenges stereotypes. Who is a notable scholar in this field? A. Edward Said. B. Leonard J. Davis. C. Sandra Gilbert. D. Bell Hooks. Answer. B. Leonard J. Davis. 24. Structuralism. Question. Structuralism emphasizes the importance of A. Historical context. B. Individual interpretation. C. Binary oppositions and structures. D. Formal elements. Answer. C. Binary oppositions and structures. 25. Postmodernism. Question. Postmodernism is characterized by A. Belief in grand narratives. B. Emphasis on meta-narratives. C. Skepticism towards absolute truths. D. Celebration of tradition and stability. Answer. C. Skepticism towards absolute truths. 26. Ethical criticism. Question. Ethical criticism in literature explores A. Moral values and judgments in literary works. B. Authorial intent. C. Formal elements of a text. D. Historical contexts. Answer. A. Moral values and judgments in literary works. 27. Decolonial theory. Question. Decolonial theory in literary criticism focuses on A. Rejection of diversity. B. Challenging colonial legacies. C. Embracing Eurocentrism. D. Ignoring cultural differences. Answer. B. Challenging colonial legacies. 28. Post-structuralism. Question. Post-structuralist theorists often critique the notion of A. Binary oppositions. B. Intertextuality. C. Cultural contexts. D. Archetypes. Answer. A. Binary oppositions. 29. Cognitive literary theory. Question. Cognitive literary theory explores the relationship between literature and A. Emotional responses. B. Political ideologies. C. Formal structures. D. Historical contexts. Answer. A. Emotional responses. 30. Dialogism. Question. Dialogism, as a concept in literary theory, emphasizes A. Fixed meanings in language. B. The interaction of multiple voices. C. Authorial intent. D. Structural elements. Answer. B. The interaction of multiple voices. 31. Post-colonialism. Question. In post-colonial literature, what term is often used to describe the cultural blending and mixing that occurs as a result of colonization? A. Mimicry. B. Assimilation. C. Authenticity. D. Ethnocentrism. Answer. A. Mimicry. 32. Psychoanalytic theory. Question. According to psychoanalytic theory, what is the term for the unconscious and irrational desires that an individual represses? A. Ego. B. Superego. C. ID. D. Libido. Answer. C. ID. 33. Reader response theory. Question. Reader response theory suggests that meaning is created through the interaction between the text and the A. Author. B. Literary canon. C. Readers' personal experiences and interpretations. D. Cultural context. Answer. C. Readers' personal experiences and interpretations. 34. Marxist criticism. Question. According to Marxist theory, what term refers to the economic system where the means of production are privately owned? A. Socialism. B. Communism. C. Capitalism. D. Feudalism. Answer. C. Capitalism. 35. Feminist literary criticism. Question. What is the term used in feminist literary criticism to describe the patriarchal societal structure that suppresses and marginalizes women? A. Misogyny. B. Androcentrism. C. Homophobia. D. Heteronormativity. Answer. B. Androcentrism. 36. Postmodernism. Question. Postmodern literature often features A. Metafiction and self-reflexivity. B. Linear and straightforward narratives. C. Singular and fixed meanings. D. Strict adherence to traditional genres. Answer. A. Metafiction and self-reflexivity. 37. Deconstruction. Question. Deconstruction, as a literary theory, challenges the stability of language and meaning. Who is a key figure associated with deconstruction? A. Jacques Lacan. B. Jacques Derrida. C. Michel Foucault. D. Julia Kristeva. Answer. B. Jacques Derrida. 38. Cultural studies. Question. Cultural studies examines the interplay between literature and A. Aesthetics. B. Politics, society, and culture. C. Individual authorship. D. Formal linguistic structures. Answer. B. Politics, society, and culture. 39. Queer theory. Question. Queer theory challenges traditional norms related to A. Gender and sexuality. B. Class structures. C. Authorial intent. D. Formal literary conventions. Answer. A. Gender and sexuality. 40. Archetypal criticism. Question. Archetypal criticism involves the study of A. Unique and individual elements in literature. B. Recurrent symbols and themes across cultures and time periods. C. Linguistic structures. D. Authorial biography. Answer. B. Recurrent symbols and themes across cultures and time periods. 40. Archetypal criticism. Question. Archetypal criticism involves the study of A. Unique and individual elements in literature. B. Recurrent symbols and themes across cultures and time periods. C. Linguistic structures. D. Authorial biography. Answer. B. Recurrent symbols and themes across cultures and time periods. User. More tough. ChatGPT. Certainly, let's delve into some more challenging multiple-choice questions related to literary criticism and theory. 41. Lacanian psychoanalytic theory. Question. In Lacanian psychoanalytic theory, what term is used to describe the imaginary and symbolic dimensions of the self? A. Imaginary symbolic. B. Real symbolic. C. Imaginary real. D. Real imaginary. Answer. C. Imaginary real. 42. Posthumanism. Question. Posthumanism in literary theory explores the blurring of boundaries between humans and A. Animals. B. Machines and technology. C. Nature. D. Divine entities. Answer. B. Machines and technology. 43. Subaltern studies. Question. Subaltern studies in postcolonial theory focuses on A. Dominant cultural narratives. B. Elite and marginalized voices. C. Colonial history. D. European literary traditions. Answer. B. Elite and marginalized voices. 44. Rhizome theory. Question. Rhizome theory, associated with poststructuralism, is introduced by which theorists? A. Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari. B. Jacques Derrida and Michel Foucault. C. Roland Barthes and Julia Kristeva. D. Jean-François Lyotard and Gayatri Spivak. Answer. A. Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari. 45. Cognitive literary criticism. Question. Cognitive literary criticism explores the cognitive processes involved in A. Authorial intent. B. Reader interpretation. C. Emotional responses to literature. D. Structural analysis. Answer. C. Emotional responses to literature. 46. Object-oriented ontology. Question. Object-oriented ontology, a philosophical approach in literary theory, suggests that non-human entities have A. Subjective consciousness. B. No impact on human experiences. C. Inherent value. D. Limited existence. Answer. 8. Subjective consciousness. Heteroglossia. Question. Heteroglossia, a concept in literary theory, refers to 8. Diverse linguistic elements within a text. B. Singular and fixed meanings in language. C. A specific type of narrative structure. D. The study of poetic forms. Answer. 8. Diverse linguistic elements within a text. 52. Nomadology. Question. Nomadology, explored in literary theory, is often associated with which philosopher and cultural critic? A. Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari. B. Michel Foucault. C. Julia Kristeva. D. Roland Barthes. Answer. A. Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari. 53. Carnivalization. Question. The concept of carnivalization is a term linked to A. Ecofeminism. B. Queer theory. C. Bakhtinian literary theory. D. Postcolonialism. Answer. C. Bakhtinian literary theory. 54. Hauntology. Question. Hauntology, a term in literary theory, deals with the study of A. Ghost stories in literature. B. The persistence of the past in the present. C. Psychological horror in narratives. D. The representation of death in fiction. Answer. B. The persistence of the past in the present. Hypertextuality. Question. Hypertextuality in literature refers to A. The interconnectedness of texts through hyperlinks. B. Texts that are difficult to interpret. C. Literary works without a clear structure. D. The use of hypnosis in storytelling. Answer. A. The interconnectedness of texts through hyperlinks. 56. Affective stylistics. Question. Affective stylistics explores the emotional impact of A. Authorial intent. B. Literary form and structure. C. Reader's response to language use. D. Cultural contexts. Answer. C. Reader's response to language use. 57. Imaginary homelands. Question. Imaginary homelands is a term associated with the critical writings of A. Salman Rushdie. B. Arundhati Roy. C. Chinua Achebe. D. Jhumpa Lahiri. Answer. A. Salman Rushdie. 58. Algorithmic criticism. Question. Algorithmic criticism involves the use of algorithms to analyze and interpret A. Historical contexts of literature. B. Authorial biographies. C. Literary texts. D. Cultural traditions. Answer. C. Literary texts. 59. Zeugma. Question. Zeugma, a rhetorical device, involves A. Repeating words for emphasis. B. The use of multiple meanings of a word in a single context. C. Creating a parallel structure in sentences. D. Connecting unrelated ideas through conjunctions. Answer. B. The use of multiple meanings of a word in a single context. 60. Entropy in literature. Question. Entropy in literature refers to A. The measure of disorder and randomness in a text. B. A narrative structure based on cause and effect. C. The use of symbolism in storytelling. D. The exploration of temporal sequences in a novel. Answer. A. The measure of disorder and randomness in a text. Dark ecology. Question. Dark ecology, as a term in literary theory, explores A. The representation of ecological crises in literature. B. The ecological impact of horror fiction. C. The hidden dimensions of nature in literary texts. D. The intersection of technology and environmentalism. Answer. C. The hidden dimensions of nature in literary texts. 62. Afrofuturism. Question. Afrofuturism in literature often involves A. Exploration of futuristic technologies. B. Imagining alternative futures for the African diaspora. C. A. Focus on traditional African folklore. D. Critique of modernist literary forms. Answer. B. Imagining alternative futures for the African diaspora. 63. Neuroaesthetics. Question. Neuroaesthetics explores the neural processes underlying A. Authorial creativity. B. Reader interpretation. C. Aesthetic experiences of literature. D. Literary criticism methodologies. Answer. C. Aesthetic experiences of literature. 64. Anthropocene fiction. Question. Anthropocene fiction addresses A. Human impact on the environment in literary narratives. B. Evolutionary theories in storytelling. C. Cultural shifts in the postmodern era. D. Utopian visions of the future. Answer. A. Human impact on the environment in literary narratives. 65. Neuro-linguistic programming (NLP) in literature. Question. Neuro-linguistic programming (NLP) in literature explores A. The impact of language on neurology. B. Literary works written in programming languages. C. Interactions between writers and readers. D. The use of neuroscientific concepts in storytelling. Answer. A. The impact of language on neurology. 66. Sensory criticism. Question. Sensory criticism in literature considers A. The role of sensory experiences in literary texts. B. The impact of sensory deprivation in storytelling. C. The evolution of literary genres over time. D. Cultural traditions related to senses in literature. Answer. A. The role of sensory experiences in literary texts. Biofiction. Question. Biofiction involves A. Fictionalized biographies of historical figures. B. Scientific narratives in fiction. C. The use of biological metaphors in literature. D. Stories about fictional characters in a biotech setting. Answer. A. Fictionalized biographies of historical figures. 68. Quantum poetics. Question. Quantum poetics explores the connections between A. Literary forms and mathematical principles. B. Quantum physics and poetic expression. C. Nonlinear narrative structures. D. The concept of parallel universes in literature. Answer. B. Quantum physics and poetic expression. 69. Post-anthropocentrism. Question. Post-anthropocentrism in literature challenges A. Traditional narrative perspective centered on humans. B. Technological advancements in storytelling. C. The use of archetypal characters. D. Cultural relativism in literature. Answer. A. Traditional narrative perspective centered on humans. 70. Solastalgia in eco-literature. Question. Solastalgia, a term in eco-literature, refers to A. The nostalgia for a vanishing landscape. B. The fear of environmental catastrophe. C. The celebration of ecological diversity. D. The impact of climate change on indigenous cultures. Answer. A. The nostalgia for a vanishing landscape. Queer temporality. Question. Queer temporality, as a concept in LGBTQ literary theory, explores A. Linear narrative structures. B. Non-normative experiences of time and history. C. Traditional representation of love in literature. D. Temporal consistency in queer narratives. Answer. B. Non-normative experiences of time and history. 72. Homotextuality. Question. Homotextuality refers to A. The use of homoerotic imagery in literature. B. Texts that exclusively explore heterosexual relationships. C. The representation of LGBTQ themes and experiences in literature. D. The historical context of queer literature. Answer. C. The representation of LGBTQ themes and experiences in literature. 73. Two-spirit identity. Question. Two-spirit identity is a term associated with A. LGBTQ activism in literature. B. Indigenous LGBTQ identities. C. The representation of dualities in queer narratives. D. Gender-neutral pronouns in literature. Answer. B. Indigenous LGBTQ identities. 74. Camp aesthetics. Question. Camp aesthetics, often associated with LGBTQ culture, involves A. Exaggeration, irony, and theatricality in artistic expression. B. Realism and authenticity in literary representation. C. Strict adherence to traditional norms in literature. D. Minimalistic and understated approaches to storytelling. Answer. A. Exaggeration, irony, and theatricality in artistic expression. Lavender linguistics. Question. Lavender linguistics explores A. The use of flowers as symbols in LGBTQ literature. B. The language and terminology used within LGBTQ communities. C. Literary representations of lavender fields. D. The relationship between color symbolism and sexuality in literature. Answer. B. The language and terminology used within LGBTQ communities. 76. Heteronormativity. Question. Heteronormativity, as a concept in LGBTQ literary theory, refers to A. The celebration of heterosexuality in literature. B. The assumption that heterosexuality is the norm. C. The rejection of LGBTQ themes in literature. D. The use of heterosexual characters as villains in queer narratives. Answer. B. The assumption that heterosexuality is the norm. 77. Intersectionality in queer literature. Question. Intersectionality in queer literature examines A. The role of multiple identities in LGBTQ narratives. B. The exclusion of certain identities in LGBTQ literature. C. The dominance of a singular narrative in queer storytelling. D. The absence of social issues in LGBTQ-themed literature. Answer. A. The role of multiple identities in LGBTQ narratives. 78. Queer diaspora. Question. Queer diaspora in literature explores A. The dispersion of LGBTQ communities. B. The representation of LGBTQ characters in fantasy settings. C. The impact of globalization on queer identities. D. The historical context of LGBTQ literature in specific regions. Answer. C. The impact of globalization on queer identities. 79. Transgender narratives. Question. Transgender narratives in literature often focus on A. Traditional gender roles. B. Exclusively binary gender representations. C. The experiences of individuals beyond the gender binary. D. The rejection of LGBTQ terminology in storytelling. Answer. C. The experiences of individuals beyond the gender binary. 80. Queer futurity. Question. Queer futurity explores A. Utopian visions of LGBTQ futures in literature. B. Historical perspectives on queer communities. C. The rejection of futuristic themes in LGBTQ storytelling. D. The emphasis on traditional family structures in queer literature. Answer. A. Utopian visions of LGBTQ futures in literature. Tragedy and catharsis. Question. In classical literary theory, what does Aristotle consider the purpose of tragedy, aiming to evoke in the audience? A. Joy. B. Catharsis. C. Confusion. D. Awe. Answer. B. Catharsis. 82. Mimesis in classical aesthetics. Question. The concept of mimesis in classical aesthetics refers to A. The imitation or representation of reality in art. B. The rejection of realism in literature. C. The creation of abstract and non-representational art. D. The use of symbols and metaphors in poetry. Answer. A. The imitation or representation of reality in art. 83. Poetics by Aristotle. Question. In Aristotle's Poetics, what is the term used for the reversal of fortune experienced by the protagonist in a tragedy? A. Peripeteia. B. Anagnorisis. C. Hamartia. D. Hubris. Answer. A. Peripeteia. 84. Horace's Ars Poetica. Question. In Horace's Ars Poetica, what famous phrase advises writers to avoid introducing improbable events in their works? A. Deus ex machina. B. In medias res. C. Ad astra per aspera. D. Nec Deus intersit. Answer. A. Deus ex machina. 85. Classical unity of time, place, and action. Question. The classical unities, as advocated by Aristotle, dictate that a play should have unity of A. Time, place, and action. B. Time, space, and character. C. Action, space, and theme. D. Time, plot, and dialogue. Answer. A. Time, place, and action. 86. Catharsis in tragedy. Question. According to Aristotle, what emotion does catharsis purify and arouse in the audience? A. Fear. B. Pity. C. Joy. D. Envy. Answer. B. Pity. 87. Classical epic conventions. Question. Which ancient epic, attributed to Homer, is considered a foundational work in classical literature? A. The Aeneid. B. The Iliad. C. The Odyssey. D. The Metamorphoses. Answer. B. The Iliad. Classical rhetorical appeals. Question. According to classical rhetoric, what are the three modes of persuasion known as the appeals? A. Ethos, pathos, and logos. B. Ethos, mythos, and pathos. C. Logos, pathos, and eros. D. Ethos, logos, and telos. Answer. A. Ethos, pathos, and logos. 89. Classical unity of time. Question. The classical unity of time, as advocated by Aristotle, suggests that the events in a play should occur within a single day, b. a week, c. a month, d. a year. Answer: a single day. 90. Aristotle's 6 elements of drama. Question: according to Aristotle, what are the 6 key elements of drama? A. Plot, character, theme, language, music, and spectacle. B. Plot, character, thought, diction, melody, and spectacle. C. Plot, setting, conflict, dialogue, music, and symbolism. D. Plot, theme, character, setting, style, and tone. Answer: B. Plot, character, thought, diction, melody, and spectacle. 91. Cultural hybridity. Question: the concept of cultural hybridity, often explored in contemporary literary theory, refers to A. the blending of different cultural elements. B. the rejection of cultural diversity. C. the dominance of a singular cultural narrative. D. the preservation of cultural purity. Answer: A. the blending of different cultural elements. 92. Neurodiversity in literature. Question: the exploration of neurodiversity in literature involves A. representations of diverse neurological conditions. B. the celebration of a singular neurotypical perspective. C. ignoring the impact of neurological differences in storytelling. D. A. focus exclusively on physical disabilities in literature. Answer: A. representations of diverse neurological conditions. 93. Digital humanities in literary analysis. Question: digital humanities in literary analysis involves A. analyzing literature through computational methods. B. rejecting technology in the study of literature. C. focusing solely on traditional methods of literary analysis. D. ignoring the impact of digital media on storytelling. Answer: A. analyzing literature through computational methods. 94. Disability in speculative fiction. Question: the representation of disability in speculative fiction explores A. realistic and nuanced portrayals of disability. B. ignoring the presence of disability in fictional worlds. C. the exclusion of disabled characters in literature. D. strict adherence to traditional disability tropes. Answer: A. realistic and nuanced portrayals of disability. 95. Queer of color critique. Question: queer of color critique focuses on A. exclusively examining LGBTQ literature by authors of color. B. exploring the intersectionality of race and queer identity. C. ignoring the role of race in LGBTQ literature. D. rejecting the inclusion of LGBTQ themes in literature. Answer: B. exploring the intersectionality of race and queer identity. Environmental justice in eco-criticism. Question: the concept of environmental justice in eco-criticism involves A. ignoring the impact of literature on environmental issues. B. advocating for fair and equitable treatment of nature in literature. C. the exclusion of environmental themes in storytelling. D. focusing solely on human perspectives in eco-literature. Answer: B. advocating for fair and equitable treatment of nature in literature. 97. Post-truth narratives. Question: post-truth narratives in literature explore A. the rejection of fiction in storytelling. B. the blurred lines between fact and fiction in narratives. C. A. strict adherence to objective truths in literature. D. the absence of subjective perspectives in storytelling. Answer: B. the blurred lines between fact and fiction in narratives. 98. Queer crip theory. Question: queer crip theory examines the intersection of A. queer identity and environmentalism. B. disability and queer experiences. C. technology and queer narratives. D. colonialism and LGBTQ communities. Answer: B. disability and queer experiences. 99. Post-postmodernism. Question: post-postmodernism in literary theory suggests A. return to modernist principles in literature. B. an evolution beyond the skepticism of postmodernism. C. a rejection of contemporary literary forms. D. the dominance of postmodernist ideals in storytelling. Answer: B. an evolution beyond the skepticism of postmodernism. 100. Ecogothic. Question: Ecogothic literature often explores A. traditional Gothic themes with an emphasis on environmental concerns. B. the rejection of Gothic elements in contemporary storytelling. C. A. Focus solely on urban environments in Gothic narratives. D. The exclusion of ecological themes in Gothic literature. Answer. A. Traditional Gothic themes with an emphasis on environmental concerns. Post-internet literature. Question. Post-internet literature explores A. The impact of literature on internet culture. B. The integration of internet aesthetics and themes in literature. C. A. Rejection of technology in storytelling. D. The absence of digital influences in contemporary narratives. Answer. B. The integration of internet aesthetics and themes in literature. 102. Afro-surrealism. Question. Afro-surrealism in literature involves A. Realistic representations of African history and culture. B. The fusion of surrealism with African diasporic experiences. C. Ignoring the impact of surrealistic elements in storytelling. D. The exclusion of African perspectives in surreal narratives. Answer. B. The fusion of surrealism with African diasporic experiences. 103. Cli-fi climate fiction. Question. Cli-fi, or climate fiction, often explores A. Romantic relationships in the context of climate change. B. The impact of climate change on individuals and societies. C. The rejection of environmental themes in storytelling. D. A. Focus solely on apocalyptic scenarios related to climate change. Answer. B. The impact of climate change on individuals and societies. 104. Postcolonial eco-criticism. Question. Postcolonial eco-criticism in literature examines A. The impact of colonialism on natural environments. B. The exclusion of postcolonial themes in ecological narratives. C. The rejection of environmental justice in postcolonial contexts. D. A. Focus solely on Western perspectives in ecological literature. Answer. A. The impact of colonialism on natural environments. 105. Queer ecology. Question. Queer ecology explores the intersections between A. Queer identity and technological advancements. B. Environmentalism and LGBTQ experiences. C. Colonialism and queer communities. D. The rejection of ecological themes in queer narratives. Answer. B. Environmentalism and LGBTQ experiences. 106. Neuroliterary criticism. Question. Neuroliterary criticism involves A. The rejection of neuroscience in the study of literature. B. Analyzing literature through the lens of neuroscience. C. Ignoring the impact of the brain on literary interpretation. D. Focusing solely on traditional literary analysis methods. Answer. B. Analyzing literature through the lens of neuroscience. 107. #OwnVoices movement. Question. The #OwnVoices movement in literature advocates for A. The exclusion of diverse voices in storytelling. B. Authentic representation of diverse experiences by authors from marginalized communities. C. Ignoring the impact of social justice themes in literature. D. A. Focus solely on mainstream narratives in contemporary fiction. Answer. B. Authentic representation of diverse experiences by authors from marginalized communities. 108. Neurodivergent narratives. Question. Neurodivergent narratives in literature often focus on A. Ignoring the experiences of individuals with neurological differences. B. The celebration of neurotypical perspectives. C. Realistic and nuanced portrayals of neurodivergent characters. D. The rejection of diverse perspectives in storytelling. Answer. C. Realistic and nuanced portrayals of neurodivergent characters. 109. Global Anglophone literature. Question. Global Anglophone literature explores A. The dominance of Western perspectives in literature. B. Literature written in English from diverse global contexts. C. The exclusion of non-Western narratives in contemporary fiction. D. Focusing solely on regional literary traditions. Answer. B. Literature written in English from diverse global contexts. 110. Trauma theory in contemporary fiction. Question. Trauma theory in contemporary fiction examines A. The exclusion of trauma-related themes in storytelling. B. The impact of trauma on individual and collective experiences. C. Ignoring the psychological dimensions of characters in literature. D. A. Focus solely on optimistic narratives in contemporary fiction. Answer. B. The impact of trauma on individual and collective experiences. Cyberpunk aesthetics. Question. Cyberpunk literature often features A. Optimistic portrayals of technological advancements. B. Dystopian settings with advanced technology and cybernetic enhancements. C. Traditional rural landscapes with minimal technology. D. The rejection of futuristic themes in storytelling. Answer: B. Dystopian settings with advanced technology and cybernetic enhancements. 112. Post-humanism in science fiction. Question: Post-humanism in science fiction explores A. The celebration of human exceptionalism. B. The blurring of boundaries between humans and technology. C. Ignoring the impact of technological advancements on humanity. D. A. Focus solely on traditional human experiences in futuristic narratives. Answer: B. The blurring of boundaries between humans and technology. 113. Afrofuturism in literature. Question: Afrofuturism often involves A. Nostalgic portrayals of historical African societies. B. Imagining futuristic scenarios with a focus on African diasporic experiences. C. Rejecting technology in storytelling. D. Ignoring the impact of speculative elements in narratives. Answer: B. Imagining futuristic scenarios with a focus on African diasporic experiences. 114. Transhumanism in literature. Question: Transhumanism in literature explores A. Emphasizing traditional human experiences in storytelling. B. The integration of advanced technology into the human body. C. Rejecting the idea of technological enhancements in narratives. D. Focusing solely on naturalistic settings in speculative fiction. Answer: B. The integration of advanced technology into the human body. 115. Biopunk themes. Question: Biopunk literature often focuses on A. Celebration of biotechnological advancements. B. Dystopian futures with a focus on genetic engineering and biological modifications. C. Ignoring the impact of biotechnology on societies. D. A. Focus solely on traditional medical practices in futuristic narratives. Answer: B. Dystopian futures with a focus on genetic engineering and biological modifications. 116. Singularity in sci-fi. Question: The concept of singularity in science fiction refers to A. Focus on singular and isolated narratives. B. The point at which artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence. C. Rejecting the idea of technological advancements in storytelling. D. The absence of speculative elements in futuristic fiction. Answer: B. The point at which artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence. 117. Space opera elements. Question: Space opera, a subgenre of science fiction, often includes A. Intimate character-driven narratives in realistic settings. B. Epic adventures set in space with grand-scale